One day, a few days after Purim, Eliot was going back to the library to return his favorite book about Purim. It's the one with the pictures of people in costumes and making noises and having a party. You know, the kind of thing that you do on Purim. But when he reached into his bag for the book fell open and out popped a little man. Eliot said, "Who are you?" And the little man said, "I'm Herman. Do you want to play?" And Eliot said, "Yes, let me return my book first." And he did, and he walked back to the car where his mother was waiting. He jumped into the back seat and he saw that his mother was on the phone, and she said, "Eliot, just wait. Shh. You know how grown-ups do. And as Eliot was sitting quietly in the back seat, Herman popped up out of his backpack. He was holding something. Herman said, "What's this?" And Eliot said, "Oh, that's a Grogger. It's for making noise during Purim. But we have to be just..." And then Herman went. The noise was massive. Eliot's mother turned around and said, "Eliot, I asked you to be quiet. I'm on the phone." And Eliot said, "It wasn't me. It was..." And his mother said, "Eliot, enough with the Grogger already." Well, the next day, Eliot was doing his homework, and his baby sister was sleeping in the next room. His mother, of course, had asked him to be quiet. Well, as he was doing his homework, Herman popped up. This time he was holding 2 Groggers. And Herman said, "Do you want to play?" And Eliot said, "Well, we have to be quiet. My baby sister's sleeping in the other room." And Herman went. Eliot's mother came rushing in and said, "Eliot, I told you to be quiet. Now you've woken the baby." And Eliot said, "It wasn't me. It was..." And his mother said, "Eliot, enough with the Grogger already." Well, the next day was Shabbat, and they were all getting ready to say the blessings around the table. His aunts and uncles over there were cousins and friends, and it was a very big deal. But as they were getting ready to light the candles, Eliot saw something behind the curtain. So he walked over and peeked behind it, and there was Herman. Herman had 14 Groggers. There were 3 attached to this arm, 3 attached to this arm, 3 on each leg, and 2 more taped to his head. Eliot said, "What are you doing?" And Herman said, "Eliot, let's have some fun." Well, the whole room turned to Eliot and said, "Eliot, we're trying to say the blessings. Please be quiet." And Eliot said, "It wasn't me." And they all said, "Eliot, enough with the Grogger already." That night, Eliot had a little chat with Herman up in his room. And he said, "Herman, why are you making all this noise when we're not supposed to?" And Herman said, "But I like to have fun. It's what you do on Purim." And Eliot said, "But it's not Purim anymore." And then Eliot had an idea. That Sunday, Eliot asked his mother to bring him back to the library, which she did. And he went right to the section with all the books on Purim. And he took down his favorite book and he laid it open on the table. Then he took his backpack and put it down next to the book. Well, all of a sudden, Herman popped up. And Herman looked at the book and he said, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And Eliot said, "Oh, you've got to look at this book. Everyone's having a big Purim party in there. Look, it's very exciting. People are wearing costumes and eating and having so much fun." And Herman looked and he got very excited and he leaned closer. And he leaned closer. And Eliot said, yes, look, just inside here. And Herman leaned closer. And when Herman was leaning all the way into the book, Eliot snapped the book shut. And then he said, "Groggers are for Purim." And then he took the book and he put it back on the shelf for next year. And that's the end of the story.